Apocalyptic Shadow is by far the worst piece of endgame content that we have in Honkai Star Rail as of now, and it's really disappointing because the concept that APOC represents, I said the acronym, the concept that Apocalyptic Shadow represents is honestly like, it has the most potential out of each and every one of the endgame pieces of content. I mean, we fight against the extremely cinematic bosses, and you know, it's just really disappointing how this boss fight, or not this boss fight, how this endgame mode just does not live up to its potential. So, you know, I just thought I'd give, you know, 3 key pieces of changes that I would add to Apocalyptic Shadow, you know, to improve it so that it lives up to its potential. Because, you know, it's, as I said before, it's probably the worst piece of endgame content that we have as of now, and I just really don't like dedicating, you know, I don't like waiting 2 weeks for this piece of endgame content. Like, I'd rather just play through MOC every other week instead of having, you know, to waste my time playing this endgame mode. Anyway, here are three fixes to Apocalyptic Shadow. All right, and now start off with fix number 1. I want you to increase, I'm talking to you, Hoyoverse, directly. I want you to increase the damage the boss does, because to be honest, while I was playing Apocalyptic Shadow, I realized that the bosses, they don't really do damage. Like, I haven't died a single time while playing it, and especially against the Sunday boss, like, they literally give you a free immortality potion. I didn't take any damage when I fought it, I think. So yeah, I want you to increase the damage the boss does to add a level of threat while playing, because there's no tension. It's like kind of like watching One Piece. There's no tension, and I'm just kind of just sitting there, you know, pressing the buttons. No tension, no worry in the world, because the boss does barely any damage. Like, the main threat that the boss poses is the debuffs that slow you down and make it harder for you to actually fight back. So yeah, just increase the damage. A good old 4x damage boost would be, you know, a pretty fair damage boost. Like, nothing Adventure Run could not handle a 4x damage boost. All right, for fix number 2, I'd also like you, I'm talking to you, Hoyoverse, I'd like you to increase the amount of health or defense the boss has, because, you know, after you, pretty much the boss is just a massive break bar, and once you break the boss, he folds and crumbles like a piece of paper, okay? And it's just really not really that entertaining, because, you know, I break the boss and I'm like, oh wow, the tension is rising. He might get back up, his shield might regenerate, but no, he's like a piece of sponge and I'm like the water and I get absorbed by him. Bad analogy, but basically increase the amount of health he has so there's more tension. Yeah, this is all about tension. Increase the amount of worry I have while playing. That'd make it much more enjoyable. You know, a good old 4x health and defense boost to the boss would be nice and fair. I would say that'd be pretty fair. And finally, for fix number 3, to you, addressing you directly, I would like you to completely rework everything about this mode, because as it stands now, this mode it's not the hunt mode, it's not the 1v1 against the big boss who's only the boss there, only one-on-one. It's not single target at all. It's more of a break mode where you just break, and once they break, they're dead. It's pretty lame, pretty boring. Rework it entirely, make it so that the boss is just him by itself, and yeah, and make it so Sealy can like be useful once more, because I really like to use that character. Alright, here's my run, and it goes to show, you know, just how easy this mode is, because I beat this run, you know, on my first try, and it was completely so easy. Anyway, bye. Like, all the content creators, when I see them play runs in Honkai Star Rail, they're always like pretending to think, like planning their next action, and they're pretending, because this game's it's not that hard, man. It's not that deep. It's basically a series of like basic addition questions. Should I press the left button or the right button? That's pretty much all there is to it. And they just pretend, man. They pretend that they're doing some crazy calculations. It's honestly embarrassing. Like, do you see this? This is absolutely purely perfect gameplay. Not a single mistake is being made, and I'm not even taking a single ounce to think about my actions. I'm supposed to pretend to think though. So what should we do, guys? What should we do? So we could do a basic attack and we could gain an extra skill point, but we'll be lacking in damage if we do that, because while we gain a resource, the overall damage is going to be very bad. But the thing about this game is, once you utilize more resources, you actually get an enhanced you know, state of damage. So to be honest, I think, let's see, yeah, I think this is a hard one. We could use the more resources, because like we're already running low on resources after we go. But we can gain resources, but for the sake of a lack of damage, no way. Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna do this ability. Hopefully this is correct though. But we fight on, we move on, okay? Despite the tribulations and trials that I face, I still fight on, because that is what he would have wanted. Who is he? I don't know. Do I do that? Yeah, I think I do that. That was me genuinely thinking. Oh my god, it died? No, it didn't. This kills, right? If it doesn't kill, no way. Wow, this is getting a little intense. This game is absolutely impossible. This kills. No, that's definitely enough, whatever. This game's so easy. Misplaced so bad, what, and I'm still in the green. Okay, my Yappa isn't built well, and she's on the wrong set, but it's whatever, though. She'll be fine. But just know that if we don't do it, then yeah, that's why. Yeah, crazy, yeah, I agree. True, I agree. I could just pretend to think. Yeah, that's how I should commentate from now on. Dude, what? No way his weakness is gone. There's no way. Wait, how do we get his weakness to come back? There's absolutely no way this boss is possible. But maybe if we twist and turn our thinking noggins, okay? Maybe something will be... Oh my god, it didn't happen yet. Dude, if it... Oh my gosh, he has weakness back. Dude, is that absolutely the right play that I just made? No way. Perhaps this game is of a higher caliber of intellect that is required to play it. And that is perhaps why I'm actually doing very bad. But not to worry, worry not, for I can adapt and overcome these circumstances that are highly in favor of an enemy team. Which is honestly beautiful how the world works, but you know... We go on with the world, even though the world is ambitious and antagonistic against the ones who stand against it. If you know what I'm saying. Only if you know, though. If you don't know, then you can just go ahead and ignore me. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't want Yappa to be this good. It makes me a little sad, because I'm just a contrarian in this world, okay? I don't pull for good units. I only pull for people that buff Lune and Clara and mid units like Jade, because I'm a contrarian and I hate it when people talk about power creep in this game because they don't know how good they have it. They're yap about power creep. There's no such thing as power creep. Yeah, but she ended up being good, so now I just look like a damn sheep, a sheep to the slaughter. And it's embarrassing, honestly. I'm embarrassed to be a Yappa user. But we go on with our days. It's whatever. She would have killed if her traces were leveled up, right? Am I right or wrong? This is a little dire. Dire Wolf, like the perk from Call of Duty 4. We could skip that. And then it's what, the same phase, except we're immortal now because we're just gonna break him and get a shield. That was a high level play. I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't thinking in the moment. Ranmei doesn't have ult. Let's see how much he missed it by. By 4 points, yeah, okay. If she had the hunt blessing from Simulated Universe, then she would have ult by now. You know that one blessing, right? Yeah. I'm pretending to think still, by the way. That wasn't like real thought. I'm still pretending. This game's easy. We should just break the little guys. Is that correct or not? That's enough shield. Yeah, that's enough shield. 5,000. Uh-oh. Never mind, this game's easy. That really shouldn't be enough. They should make it so you have to get all 7. Or all 9 or 10 or whatever. I swear on words. I cut it kind of close. Well, it's whatever though. My freaking Yappa's half baked, so of course I cut it close. I was barely even trying. Can I do a 10 pull yet? Oh, we can end it by getting the light cone. Oh, we don't even have enough. Alright, whatever.